morning, everyone. My name is Ronak Panchal, and I work for All India Reporter as an sales head manager for State of Gujarat. And today, This is my second episode of podcasting with advocates of Gujarat High Court. And today, on this dais, we have an esteemed guest. His name is Mr. Advocate Rajan Patel, sir. Good morning, Rajan, sir.
Very good morning, Ronak bhai.
I am very blessed and honored to have you. This is my luck and fortune to have you on this dais.
Pleasure is entirely mine. Thank you very much.
Yes. Sir, now I would like you to introduce about yourself rather than me introducing yourself.
Basically, my introduction is very short. I am an advocate practicing in Gujarat High Court, as well as I do appear in the many other courts, including the Supreme Court. Of course, my appearance to the Supreme Court is very occasional and rare, but I do appear. Even I do appear in Bombay High Court, as well as I have a little bit of arbitration-related practice.
Alright, sir. So, how did you come into this field, sir? Like we see, हर दूसरे घर में तो engineer होता है, and in Gujarat, we see many people go with business. So, how did you come into this field, sir?
Honestly speaking, my chosen of this field is random. I have no other opportunity or no other option available to me rather than this practice. When I have completed my study, I have chosen BA with English literature, and I was studying in the law college, LNC Mehta Arts College, wherein the LSA Law College is just beside to my college. Every day I used to meet the law students in my college campus itself, and it has inspired me to choose this profession. And naturally, I have decided during my BA itself that I will choose this profession only. And thereafter, I have started going to the court when I was studying BA English Literature. I have chosen my career to be an advocate, and since then I am in this field only.
Wow, very nice, sir. So, as we see from standard senior, junior till 10th, 11th, 12th, we have PCB, physics, chemistry, maths, physics, chemistry, bio. So students are very clear what I want to do. But there is nowhere a hint getting in our entire education system where a student can think about getting into law field.
Actually, our education system is very narrow in the focus. There is nobody during the educations to guide about the career to any students. It's not so that there is nothing about law in our educations. In educations, we have social studies. Social studies is part of an advocacy. Okay. In educations, we have different kind of literature, Gujarati, English, Hindi, first or second language maybe. In the language, there are different kind of essays, novels, poetry. All these essays, novel, poetry are about the culture, are about the human thinking pattern. Law is nothing special. Law is this culture only. Law is for securing the human value only. All this culture, literature are ultimately a law. Many law are come from our culture only, like Hindu Succession Act, Hindu Marriage Act. Many Muslims law are there. Many other Christians law are there. Many other laws are brought only from our culture. So that law is nothing special. It's what we live is a law.
Right.
And in my view, people has assumed that only doctors are the masters. It's not so that everyone are the masters of their own field. If we think about electricity, it will not work in a day, then we will not be able to live. Electrician is that much equivalent to everyone's professions. Right. Even in my view, if electricity is not available, then doctors will not be able to do their work.
Right.
So that every worker, every professional, every persons are equally important in their professions.
But there is a common saying in the world, like doctors are the savers of the life, and the lawyers are the savers of the fundamental rights of this. I want to go light on this.
Of course, the doctors are performing their duty, lawyers are performing their duty. Doctor saves the life, and lawyer try to live the life with a dignity.
Right. And we have also seen in movies. So how different is courts and life of an advocate as it is shown in the movies?
Basically, we cannot compare the movie with the realities. Many a times, even the actors who do act in the movie, they they themselves have confessed that life in the cinema, life in the reality are the different. We should not compare with the cinema and the reality. In the movie, there is some masala. They tried to magnifying anything. In movie, they want an attention of the audience. They need to do that. અત્યારે આપણે નોર્મલ સંજોગોમાં જોતા હોઈએ છે કે ઇન્સ્ટાગ્રામ ઉપર ફોટો આપણને બહુ સારો લાગે છે, રિયાલિટીમાં સારો નથી લાગતો. ડિફરન્ટ ફિલ્ટર્સ આર યુઝડ ઇન ધ ઇન્સ્ટાગ્રામ and life in reality is without filter, so that we cannot compare movie in the reality.
So we have seen like Tariq pe Tariq, Tariq pe Tariq scene. Does this happen in court?
Actually, it happens, but it's not due to that intentions of the court. Court are overburdened.
What does
overburden means in Gujarat High Court, every judges has a cause list or case list more than 100 in a day. If we assume that anybody needed to listen this 100 cases in a day, it's a quite impossible task. But I must say, every judges in the every court of India are doing their best efforts, are applying their best efforts. They are trying to minimize the burden of the courts. Many cases are being settled, disposed of. Even PT cases are trying to not to be appealed. In this way, they are trying to less the burden of the court. Secondly, it is hard reality of India that we are overpopulated country. In the overpopulated country, there are over disputes than our machinery is. We are always less machineries. It's not only in the court that it is overburdened. It's everywhere overburdened. If we travel on the road, it is overburdened. If we go to the hospital, it is overburdened. We have seen that COVID period. Everywhere it is overburdened. And we need to plan in a better way so that in minimum resources, we can utilize the more. And I think India has learned this.
Right.
India has tried to manage in this crowd. If we see that the cities like Mumbai and Delhi, the public transport is very few, but people comes in the time.
Right.
So that we have learned this, how to utilize minimum resources for maximum output. It is an art in every India.
So, minimum resources and maximum output. So, if a student is trying to pursue a career 3 years or 5 years of LLB and LLM, so we have never heard a placement companies coming to a college and giving placement like they give to engineers. So, what is the opportunity after completing their graduation in this field?
Actually, lawyer's profession is not limited to the court only. Even the many companies have a requirement of lawyer in their own law firm. Or law firm has requirement of lawyer, it's not obvious. But even the private company who has no directly relations with the law also requires the lawyer for the regular flow, for the regular smooth functioning of their company. Law is a part of every places we have a part of a law. Even to run a hospital, requirement of lawyer is must. Even to run any kind of institutions, requirement of lawyer is must. If we think about a field of a musicians, there is a copyright patent related law. If we think about a real estate related field, law is always there. There is a RERA related act. There is different kind of land related act. So that every industry requires a lawyer. So that field of lawyer is very huge. We need to explore this field in a good way. There is multiple opportunity for the students who are in the lawyer field. Just students need to create that opportunity by their own. There are different kind of field in the specific of law that many arbitration tribunal, many individual tribunal are there. Land law related field is there, criminal field is there. There is various kind of courts, civil court, taluka court, high court, supreme court, so that it's very huge gap or very huge requirement in the courts for the lawyers. It's not so that lawyers are not able to get the work. We have always said that there are too many cases pending, so that there is too many requirements. Okay.
So what makes a lawyer a good lawyer who has the probability of high winning cases in his career? What makes that, like Ram Jethmalani and many big lawyers which we hear?
Actually, every lawyer are the big lawyer. I do respect with the senior lawyers like Ram Jethmalani or Harish Salve or anyone maybe who are considered as a topmost lawyer in our country. But in my respectful way, they may have get a good opportunity or their part of life are such a way that they magnifying or they may be able to magnifying their work amongst the more audience. Every people need to work hard, and hard worker always get results.
Right. So now I want to know about some of the challenging or most memorable cases that you have.
In my career, I have taken one POXO related case.
What is POXO?
POXO is a prevention of a sexual offense with specifically to the children. I may not be able to name that case because the privacy of that person is always secured. But I have taken that case in my life.
Right. I have also seen like in courtrooms also when these kind of cases are done.
Of course.
Everyone is sent out of the court.
In camera. I will answer my first query, yes. Then after I will go to the second question. In my career, when I was just a become lawyer, in 2012 there was a case with a teacher and charges of POXO are against that teacher. On that days the POXO was just implemented. It was very hard to get bail specifically to the persons who is being charged with the POXO Act. We have tried. After charge sheet, we are being succeed to get secure the bail after charge sheet, and their entire trial is conducted in such a way. We have tried to get documentations record. We have tried to get evidences in different mode, and at the end we have tried to success our client to get out of this. Our client has get a complete innocence from the court. We need to work hard, we need to focus the interest on our client, and ultimately whatever the result may be, but our client will appreciate the efforts put by the lawyer.
Right.
We are ભગવદ્ ગીતાનું એક બહુ મસ્ત સૂત્ર છે કે કર્મણ્ય વાધિકારસ્તે મા ફલેષુ કદાચન. એ આપણા ફિલ્ડમાં બહુ સારી રીતે એપ્લાય થાય છે. આપણે આપણા કેસને બહુ સારી રીતે સમજીને કોર્ટ સમક્ષ બહુ સારી રીતે રજૂઆત કરવાનું છે, પછી રિઝલ્ટ આપવાનું છે જજ સાહેબે. આપણે આપણા એફર્ટને બહુ સારી રીતે પુટ કરવાના છે, જજમેન્ટ આપવાનું છે જજ સાહેબે. આપણે એ બાબતમાં ફોકસ નથી કરવાનું કે જજ સાહેબ શું રિઝલ્ટ આપશે. આપણે એ બાબતમાં ફોકસ કરવાનું છે કે આપણા કેસને આપણે જજ સાહેબને કેવી રીતે સમજાવી શકીશું જેથી કરીને એમને જજમેન્ટ આપવામાં સરળતા. ડિફરન્ટ લો, એપ્લિકેશન ઓફ લો, ફેક્ટ્સ બહુ જ સરસ રીતે આપણે કોર્ટને રિપ્રેઝેન્ટ કરવા જોઈએ. શક્ય હોય તો એને એક ક્રોનોલાઇઝ ઓફ ઇવેન્ટ, કઈ તારીખે શું થયું છે, એના સપોર્ટમાં આપણા પાસે શું એવિડન્સ છે, એને યોગ્ય ટેબલ ફોર્મમાં કોર્ટને આપવા જોઈએ જેથી કરીને કોર્ટને એક યોગ્ય સમજ આવે અને એને નિર્ણય લેવામાં, એને જજમેન્ટ આપવામાં એક સહાનુભૂતા રહે. આપણું આ કામ કરવાનું છે, જે આ કામથી ક્લાયન્ટને ઓલવેઝ સંતોષ થશે. એવું નથી કે તમે જીતશો તો જ તમને પ્રતિષ્ઠા મળશે. હમણાં તમે નામ કહ્યું, કદાચ રામ જેઠમલાણી સાહેબ જે સિનિયર મોસ્ટ એડવોકેટ છે, એમને કોઈક ઇન્ટરવ્યુમાં એમને પોતે જાતે જ કહ્યું હતું કે એમની જિંદગીના મોટાભાગના કેસો એ હાર્યા છે, તેમ છતાં ટોપ મોસ્ટ લોયર છે. કારણ કે એમના ક્લાયન્ટ્સે એમના વર્કને એપ્રિશિએટ કર્યું, એમના એફર્ટ્સને એપ્રિશિએટ થયા છે. We are not in the court to secure the judgment. We are in the court to represent our client in the best way. The judgment is to be delivered by judges. In every case, is either one party or another party will lose the case. It does not mean that the another side lawyer has not worked hard. It is a sportsman spirit. This is very noble profession, and this is magic of this profession.
Yes. So now to fight a case in a court, to assist the court, there are n number of judgments available in the market right now. Because of AI, you can have judgments on a fingertip. But in previous days, how you used to procure judgments, and what was the way, and how it has changed nowadays?
Nowadays, I think AI is a curse.
What?
AI is a curse.
Oh.
AI is a curse in the way that people are less reading. They are just trying to find out the judgment, but just through their fingertip, by their putting the keyword. They need not to read a lot to find out the judgment. In earlier days, lawyers are reading the books. Lawyers are reading the regular law journal, regular law publishers reports like our AIR and all. By regularly reading, lawyers are trying to maintain their case diary. I have seen my senior, they have maintained their case diary like an encyclopedia. If I visit my senior and saying that I have this kind of difficulty, they will just take out their case diary and show me that this judgment will be applicable. Why they are able to do this? They are reading regularly different kind of case journals. They are such an acquainted that their mind itself is working like an AI. So many informations they have well arranged in their own mind, so that they need not to have an help of AI. Their mind is working like an AI. So that I advised young lawyer and my friend that they should need to read the journal on regular basis, so that they may acquainted with the latest updates in the judicial field, like in past in the many other judgment, so that by reading itself their knowledge is expands in many ways, and they will able to do in better way. So that fingertip related work is not helpful. Many a times you will get the wrong judgment.
Right.
AI don't know what you actually want to use. AI just bring out what you have given an input.
Right. Fantastic. So we have seen and heard, because of advancement of AI, like, will AI replace the courts?
Actually not. AI will not be able to replace any word. Of course, AI will help to smoothen any kind of things, but ultimately, to replacement of a court with an AI will be fatal. We cannot drive a car by an AI, and absolutely way. We can assist like an ADAS related features is nowadays available, but we cannot completely rely on ADAS. Even every AI used with the tagline, AI is not a human, error can be possible. In every AI, if we use ChatGPT nowadays, ChatGPT has tagline in below. In home page there is a tagline. AI always has a possibility of an error. In this way, AI will not be able to replace any field, any profession in the world. Of course, it will create a tough competition. We need to learn the uses of an AI. It will help us to smoothly running our profession,
Right.
but it will not be replaced in complete way.
So, what will be your message to the people of India? So, who are just threatening to each other, like I will see you in the court. What, what message will you give to maintain peace and harmony?
To see you in the court, I think it is in confidence of Indian citizen upon our judicial system.
Right.
Whenever there is a threat on any constitutional right, people say that I will see you in the court. Means it's not a threat. It means that the people has a trust on our judicial system that injustice can be secured by a justice through our judicial system. This trust should be maintained. This trust amongst the people has kept our judicial harmony, our peaceful harmony amongst the people. If this trust will not be there, then the people will be able to do anything whatever they like. To maintain our judicial system, this trust should be maintained. So that I think that this is a positive attitude amongst the people that I will see you in the court.
Very well said, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajan sir, for your time and answering my each and every question in very detail. So we will conclude part 1. I hope you have enjoyed this session.
Of course, I have enjoyed a lot. And entirely I should thank you to inviting me in such a wonderful sessions. It will be my pleasure.
I'm blessed and honored. Pleasure is mine. So we will be having part 2 session soon on the availability and dates convenient to sir. And I will just end my podcast here. Thank you for your time, audience. Have a good day.